This video is one in a series of videos explaining how to use the text analysis wizards or text analysis tools in OCHRE. This video will concentrate on the prosopography tool. So to begin, load up a text in OCHRE, switch over to the View tab, and view your text. Here you'll notice that all of my words have already been parsed and are linked to the dictionary. I did that using one of the other text analysis tools, the lexicography tool. But that's the topic for another video. So this video is going to concentrate on the prosopography tool. But it's important to note that in order to use the prosopography tool, you must first have processed all of your words with the lexicography tool, and you'll see why. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the prosopography tool, and you'll see what happens. The wizard is going to search through the text and find the first occurrence of a word that has been parsed as a personal name. And this is why you must first process your text with the lexicography tool, because it's in that process that you tag all of your words as proper names, where appropriate anyway. So now this tool is going to go and follow up on that previous work, stops at the first word that's been parsed as a personal name. And it's going to give me a chance to link this word, and here it's actually a combination of words and a compound name. It's going to give me a chance to link this word to a person, an actual person in my database. And to do that, it's going to search and see if it finds any existing persons in my database that are spelled with this, spelled like this name. And in fact, it has found a match. So for the two occurrences of this name in this text, here they're highlighted for you, it's found one match. So that makes it pretty easy. I could just go ahead and accept all. OCHRE would make a link between both of these occurrences, and with the person right here he is. So why don't I go ahead and do that? First, I'll show you what these other buttons would do. If you want, you can, at this time, add properties to the person. So not to the word itself, but to the person. So far, this person has only one value. He's called a historical actor. But if I wanted to, I could add other properties. I could say things about the family members, what social category or what vocation he has. I'm not ready to do that right now for this person, so I'll go ahead and delete that property, and I'm going to save and close. I also have the option to describe this current word. So in order to do that, though, OCHRE first wants you to accept the fact that you're linking this word to this person. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to say, yes, that's my guy. Here's the previous work I did to link him to the dictionary. And if I wanted to, I could make notes about this person or do whatever else I want to. But here's the results of the prosopography tool. These properties, these variables and values were added to this discourse unit by the prosopography tool. So this is actually a link to that person. And that's how we create this web of linked data between text and people. So the discourse units link through to the persons, and then the inverse link is just automatic. It's inherited. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. I'm done looking at that. And right now OCHRE is saying, okay, you accepted that for the link for the first person. Now it's gone on to the second person. There's only one occurrence of this compound noun left. It's the same person. I'm just going to go ahead and accept it so we can move on to our next person. Okay, so we did the processing for the Binu person up here in lines 55 and 56. Now it's moved on and found the next proper name. In this case, there's only one occurrence and has not found a match. So this is the first time I've come across this proper name in any of my texts. So I don't have to quit the prosopography tool. I can go ahead and add a new person on the fly. And this is going to add the person to the project inbox. And then later, after I've done a few texts, I can drag all those persons down to whatever hierarchy I want them in. Here I'm keeping them in a hierarchy called ancient persons. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new person. And here's what OCHRE has done. It's made a couple of assumptions for me. First, it's created sort of a easy-to-read English version of this name based on the transcription that I gave the text in the lexicography tool when I walked through, so I don't have to type the person's name in again. But I like to have all the people listed in their nominative grammatical form, so I just make that one quick change. But OCHRE has also put in the actual epigraphic or orthographic spelling of the name, so just the consonantal spelling, and this will allow the tool, the prosopography tool, to match against this person in the future. Okay, so here I've created this person. I like to call all my people historical actors at the very least, so at least there's some sort of classification of this person. It's not just a blank database item. He's got some properties. And for now, that's all I'm going to do. So go ahead and save and close, and now we have that person as our matching person. I'm not going to describe the word here at all. I mean, if I wanted to, I could maybe say something about his vocation or something, but I generally work through the text and just identify all the persons first, and then I'll come back later and add properties if necessary. So I'm going to go ahead and click accept, and it'll make a link between this discourse unit and the newly added person, which would be right here in the inbox. And now it's just going to go on and march through the text and do name after name until I've done all of the names in the text. There are actually quite a few names left over, so I won't go through all of them. But what I would like to show you are the results of some of this work that I've done. So at any point you can click done, and OCHRE's already saved all the changes you've made. And so now it just sort of exits out of the prosopography tool. I'm going to close up all of the text analysis wizards completely. And then I'll just come up here and show you in the persons and organizations hierarchy. I can show you the person that just got added. There he is. I did a quick refresh just to bring him back. So there he is, Rapanu. And I prefer all of my people to be in the ancient persons hierarchy, so I'm going to go ahead and drop him down there. OCHRE just wants to make sure I meant to do that drag and drop, and I did. So there he is, and I will alphabetize him later. So here we are, selected Rapanu. Here's that property I added on the fly before. So let's view and see what we can see about him. So I clicked the View tab, and now I'm just going to go and change from standard mode over to comprehensive mode, and this will tell us a little bit more about this person. So right now, since I just added that person, we don't know much about him yet. We just know that he occurs with this grammatical spelling in the text. This is the text. This is an alias of the text. Here's where he occurs in the text, line 59 prime. So after you do a lot of parsing of a lot of your text, you'll sort of build up dossiers of your various people, and it's just a great way to build the foundation for your prosopographical analysis. So let us know if you have any questions. Otherwise, good luck.